Sports moments in Brooklyn, and I'm not just going to limit it to Brooklyn teams because unfortunately we don't have as many right now. We'll talk about Brooklyn in general. So what are some great Brooklyn sports moments that you can think of?
I have one personally, and this is, it was
Perfect.
2016. I'm sorry, 2016, 2017. It was the inaugural year of the NWHL, which is the first ever professional women's hockey league. And all the Olympic athletes, all the great players that women's hockey in America has been better than men's professional hockey on the international level for quite some time. The program is much better in my opinion. And finally there was a league, and now there's a league that consistently does it. The New York Riveters started their inaugural season and they play at Aviator.
Okay.
And so I went to see their opening game there, and it was phenomenal to see how much support came out. The players were great. The game was awesome. There was a meet and greet with everybody. So that was when that league first started taking off. They've since moved and aligned with the Devils and play out of the Barnabas Health Center across from the Rock there. Okay. But that was such a cool moment.
Upgrade.
Yeah, definitely an upgrade, but such a cool moment to be there for that. So for me, that's
awesome.
My personal best
that
Brooklyn
really is
moment.
awesome.
But you hear the 55 pennant, you hear those calls. That's probably the most Brooklyn moment I can think of sports-wise.
Yeah, I would say you have a couple with Tyson winning the title. I know it wasn't in Brooklyn, but that's a Brooklyn guy that we're talking about. Him win the title and reaching the pinnacle of heavyweight boxing to hold a title that, as you said, Muhammad Ali held. I mean, that's for him to rise up through the neighborhood and his rough past to hold a title that all those greats held. I think that was a great Brooklyn.
Forget about holding the title. He was. You can argue he was the best heavyweight of all time. You could argue that, and his power punching.
See, I'm not going to disagree
probably number one.
I'm not going to disagree.
Who said that we ever do? That was off camera. I'm not supposed to reveal that kind of stuff.
Breaking the fourth wall. But yeah, that moment is really cool because you think about, like you said, where he's come from and all that, and being a Brooklyn guy. But it was almost like it was destiny. He was cutting through everyone with such ease. There was no drama there.
First round, he was Ronda Rousey before Ronda.
Everyone, like a hot knife through butter.
Yeah. That's what, it's great. It's like sometimes we talked about, I think some great Brooklyn moments and like kind of, I don't want to say neighborhood games, but how you talked about Taft versus Noah was probably great. Bernard King, we're talking about, was playing in Fort Hamilton. Every game that he played, I'm sure, was a show. You know, when these guys that, especially when in high school, when you're a guy that eventually makes professionals, you're playing in high school, you're just dominating. Yeah. You know, there comes a point where you just, you know, I'm going to expand it just a little bit. Past Brooklyners at Lamar Odom.
Okay.
I think he went to Christ the King, I want to say.
Yeah.
You know, that's in New York City.
Queens, yeah.
Some people, I have a couple people who said they saw him play and they said he was the greatest player he's ever seen
of all time,
in their life. He just dominated everybody on the court.
They've said that about
6'10". Yeah, because he was 6'10" and he moved.
They've said that about LaMelo.
Yeah.
Some people have said that he's the best high school ball player
we
they've
used to
ever
talk
seen.
about LeVar Ball all the time. Now I'm glad that he's.
I met. Listen to this.
He's better than Brooklyn-born Michael Jordan.
I was driving Uber like about 4 or 5 months ago, and I was driving somewhere in Queens, and who walks in front of my car, or like is about to cross. It's like a huge man, and I'm like, that's got to be someone. I take like a closer look. I'm like, that's Lamar Odom. I have a video on my phone. I go, Lamar. He comes to the side of my car. I go, oh man, it's so cool. I shake his hand. I'm like, I met Lamar Odom. He was playing ball with a bunch of random kids.
That's awesome.
He was walking in the park.
That's awesome.
He didn't look too good though. You know, we know what he went through.
Hopefully he's doing a lot better.
I got to shout out one thing. He Got Game. Spike Lee's movie.
Wow.
Jesus Shuttlesworth, Ray Allen, Coney Island.
You know,
phenomenal movie filmed in Brooklyn.
You know what I just found out too, and if anyone out there corrects me if I'm wrong, but you know that movie is loosely based on a player that played in New York, Earl the Pearl Monroe.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Who's from New York?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Did you know that He Got Game was?
I didn't know that. I thought I had heard that.
That's what I meant. Yeah. When I first heard that, I was like, whoa, this was like a couple weeks ago. Someone told me that. I was like, I didn't know.
And the fact that Ray Allen was able to show that jersey still sells.
Yeah.
It still sells. People still buy that jersey.
The movie was so good.
It was a good movie.
It's really good.
Man. Ray Allen had some acting chops in it.
I go back now that I've been acting for like 10 years, because when the movie came out, like 15, 20 years ago, whatever, I just like took it at face value the same way that I did pretty much every movie I watch. But now
You appreciate it a lot more.
well, not only that, but I'll go back, or if I watch He Got Game, I'm actually looking to see if Ray Allen did a good job acting or not. If he's believable, he does a pretty damn good job.
Especially for someone who's that was his first role.
Might be his first and only. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought Jordan did a good job too in Space Jam.
Home Alone 7.
Home Alone 7. Look out for it, guys.
It's coming.
Ray
Direct to
Allen,
DVD.
Home Alone 7.